Gum has been a part of human history for a very long time. It's often considered to be one of the first candy-like foods invented. And today, we're looking back at some of our favorite gums who have come and gone over the years, specifically ones from the 90s and 2000s. So today, join me as we deep dive into the history behind some of our most missed gums. Stride chewing gum was released in 2006 and was made by the Cadbury Company. The gum was a product of 3 years of development, the point being they wanted it to be the longest lasting gum on the market. They would cement this idea on the consumer market by spending an initial $50 million on advertisements. Yeah, crazy. They made tons of commercials, they hosted an entire video game all-star series, which in turn led to a viral video with the gum in 2006, and it was heavily referenced in the then super popular TV show Smallville, with one episode even using an abandoned Stride factory to hold a concert.
Gum factory.
The other most notable thing about Stride is the iconic S on every package. Well, except the mystery package, which has the question mark. Even after taking years to be created and spending $50 million on advertisements, the gum still just didn't hold up to par, never quite reaching the sales they had hoped for. Even in 2024, after being bought by Mondelez, the gum brand was quietly discontinued along with another fan favorite, Fruit Stripe, which has a whole video dedicated to it that you can watch right here. Bubble Beepers were released in 1992 by Amural Products Co. in Nashville, Tennessee. The gum was meant to capitalize on the popularity of beepers, aka pagers, by making a pager-looking container that held 17 sticks of gum that you could actually wear on your hip. Every article you'll find on this piece of gum history will tell you that it was a huge hit with the kids and the sales were awesome. However, it wouldn't take long for them to be pulled off shelves, because somewhere in the mid to late 90s, it was decided that pagers or beepers were the synonymous source of communication for drug dealers. And similar to our friends' candy cigarettes, the public got scared about how this might influence our children, leaving the iconic 90s gum to just be left as a faded memory. In a world where candy and gum have become synonymous with each other, typically being sold right next to each other at stores, it really was only a matter of time before a candy company decided to make gum. And that's just what Skittles did in 2004, when they released their Skittles Bubblegum. The gum came in a similar packaging to Hubba Bubba, with each containing a random assortment of the Skittles flavors, kinda like how you buy Starburst. Even though it was the prime of the gum renaissance when they were released, it did not actually seem to do that well, only being available until 2010, where they were quietly pulled off store shelves. While Skittles never gave an official reason, we can probably assume it was due to poor sales, and the fact that they probably had to outsource costs sending them to whatever factory was making the gum. Tongue Splashers are yet another wacky, iconic 90s gum that came about in 1993. Invented by Double Bubble, this gum's special gimmick was that it was gumballs that came in paint bucket-like cans. And that's not it, because when you chewed it, it made your mouth and teeth turn a neon color. The product was an insane hit with kids, becoming a middle school party essential in the 90s. However, sometime in the mid-2000s, people started noticing that tongue splashers were nowhere to be found. And for some reason, we would see a new brand of gum called Painters pop up, which was also made by Double Bubble. The reason for the rebranding is unknown, as Double Bubble has never given an official explanation for it, but most assume it probably had something to do with the insane amounts of food dye in the original product. Whatever the reason was, fans everywhere will tell you this new stuff just never hits the same. Last up on our list we have Gator Gum, Gatorade's attempt into the gum market. Now, on paper it seems like a good idea, getting all the electrolytes from a Gatorade without having all the sugar or having to stop every so often to take a drink. However, this product epically failed. Gatorade partnered with Fleer Corporation to produce a line of gum that would be sold in the then original 3 flavors. But after the release in the mid-1970s, the gum was pulled off shelves, as most consumers described it as sour, and not like sour candy sour, like bad milk sour. This in turn caused the relationship between Gatorade and Fleer to turn sour. See what I did there? Leaving the gum to be officially discontinued in 1989. But that didn't stop Fleer from continuing onward with their quest to make a hydrating gum. And that gum would be Quench, which was kind of just a revamped version of Gator Gum that actually managed to taste good and is actually still sold today. And that's all I have for you folks. Thank you so much for watching as always. Make sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already. And just stay tuned for the future here at Saskia's World, because boy is it gonna be exciting. Comment your favorite memory on any of these gums or any product in general, really. I love talking about that kind of stuff. And if you want to see a whole lot more videos that'll make you feel nostalgic yet melancholic, then please check out the Lookback playlist here, which is full of all that stuff. And I will see you in December for our little end of year look back stuff on the 3rd, where we will have the end of year channel look back, and I will describe pretty much all the stuff I've been talking about as to why these videos have been shorter, as to what are these plans you keep talking about that you won't shut up about, and everything. And I think you guys were really excited. If you watch that video in here, me out, or just wait around and see what's to come. Peace.